This lesson is on multiplying binomials. Remember that binomial simply means I have a polynomial that has two terms. So in my first example, I'm not going to show you the FOIL method quite yet. I want to talk to you about what multiplying binomials really means in terms of the distributive property. So my two binomials are 7x plus 3 and 2x plus 4. And what I need to do is I need to take this 7x times both terms in my second binomial and my 3 times both terms in my second binomial. So notice what I've done is I've rewritten the 7x and then times that second binomial, and then my plus 3 times the second binomial. Then it's just a matter of the distributive property to give me 14x squared plus 28 plus 6x plus 12. And quite often when we multiply binomials, we end up with like terms that can be combined. So my final answer would be 14x squared plus 34x plus 12. Again, to find that result, I simply took my first binomial and split it into two parts and distributed. The way most people multiply binomials is using the FOIL method. And so the FOIL method stands for first multiplying the first values. So F stands for first. So the first values would be the 7x, which is the first value in the first binomial, and 2x, which is the first value in the second binomial. And when I multiply those, I get 14x squared. The O stands for outer or outside. I usually say outside. So outside means the two values that appear on the outside. So 7x times 4, which is 28x. I stands for inside, so those two inner values, 3 times 2x, which is 6x. And L stands for last, which means the two final terms, the 3 and the 4, which gives me 12. Now this is the same exact question I just did on the other screen. And I took the 7x times both of these values, which gave me these two values. And then I took the 3 times both of these values, which gave me these two values. And so my result is me adding all of these values up, combining like terms, and notice I get the exact same result. So let's try a couple together to multiply these binomials using the FOIL method. The FOIL method says take first times first, which gives me 15a to the third. Then the outside, which gives me minus 6a to the fourth. Inside, which gives me plus 20a. And last, which gives me minus 8a squared. Now I know I've completed the FOIL process when I've created Mr. FOIL. This answer is okay, but we know that we'd like to write our answer in standard form, and so even though none of these values will actually combine because they're not like terms, I'm going to rearrange it to put my negative 6a to the fourth first, and then plus 15a to the third, minus 8a squared plus 20a. For my second example, I would take F first times first, which is 20a squared, and then outside, which gives me negative 4ab, then inside, which is plus 15a, and then last, which is minus 3b. Again, that makes Mr. FOIL. None of these terms are like terms, so that's my final answer. Press pause, then complete these two on your own, then press play to see how you did. For my first example, I would get 12x to the third plus 20x squared plus 3x plus 5, and none of those values are like terms, and they're already in standard form, so I'm done. For my second example, I get 63y squared plus 70y minus 18y, and then minus 20. These two terms are like terms, so my first term stays 63y squared. When I combine these two together, I get 52y, and then minus 20.